Now we're going to introduce the idea of pressure. Hopefully you've seen some of our gas demos that let you visualize gases in motion and gases exerting pressure. But if you think about having a container, and in the container we have molecules in motion, they're going to collide with the walls of the container. The more molecules that we have, the more molecules are going to collide with the walls of the container. Pressure depends on the force exerted on the walls of the container per unit area. So if I have more molecules contacting, it's going to exert more pressure. Or if those molecules are moving faster, it's going to exert more pressure. Think about if you blow gently on your palm versus if you blow more strongly on your palm. When you have more molecules hitting faster, it'll exert even more pressure. We can use several different units for pressure in this class. The most common one we're going to use is ATM, or atmospheres. 1 ATM is equivalent to 14.7 pounds per square inch. Those are the units that tire pressure is measured in. This is also equivalent to 101.3, what are known as kilopascals, which is equivalent to 760 torr. Torr is also known as millimeters of mercury. So these two terms, torr and millimeters of mercury, can be used interchangeably. You need to be able to convert between these units, knowing any of these equivalencies. So for example, let's say I want to convert 17 psi to torr. I'm going to do this by setting up a proportion. I need to know that 14.7 psi is equivalent to 760 torr. So if 14.7 psi is equivalent to 760 torr, then 17 psi is equivalent to what? So 14.7 over 760 equals 17 over x. To solve this, I'm going to multiply 17 times 760 divided by 14.7. This gives me 879 torr. If I wanted to convert a second example here, suppose we wanted to go from convert 85 kPa to ATM, then the two numbers I'd be using for this example are the 101.3 and the 1. So I know that 1 ATM is 101.3 kPa. So how many ATM are 85 kPa? Notice I have ATM opposite ATM and kPa opposite kPa. Or 85 divided by 101.3 gives me 0.839 ATM. Typically, we're asked at this point where we would like you to round. We recommend keeping about 3 numbers. So either 3 before the decimal place, 3 after the decimal place, 1 before, 2 after, something like that. Now there's a couple conversions for you to try.